Hi there, everybody. Okay, there we go. My name is Wendy Keys Turnbull, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And this is my regular Wednesday night live. And tonight I'm going to be making, I think it's unique, easel card. Sorry, just needed a drink. So this is my sample. Wishing you all the happiness in the world. Happy birthday. And this is how it stands. Hopefully you guys can see that. I can't tell because my camera's, yep, you can. Okay, this is how it looks from the side. So this is my sample. I'm going to do something a little different because I'm going to use two different colors of cardstock. So you'll be able to see a little bit more how this is done. All right, hi Sherry. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my cardstock. And I chose Misty Moonlight and Pebbled Path. Okay, so let's see, which one do I want to do in which color? I think, yeah, I'm going to do this. Okay, so the first piece is going to be cut at 11 by 4 1/4, so it's 11 already. So we're just going to cut it at 4 1/4. There we go. Put one of them away, set it to the side here. And then the second piece, which I'm doing in the Pebble Path, is going to be cut at 4 by 9 3/4. So let's cut the 4, and then cut our 9 3/4. 9 3/4. All right, set that aside, set this aside. Okay, so our 11 by 4 1/4 piece is going to be scored at 5 1/2. Let me just get my scoring blade. I have ordered new ones, so I won't have to keep taking this one out. So it's going to be scored just like a regular top fold portrait card would be at 5 1/2. Okay, there's that one. And then this one is going to be scored at 2 1/4 and 4 1/2. Let me put this back. 2 1/4 and 4 1/2. Okay. And let's go ahead and burnish those folds or crease those folds. Got tape all over my... And then this one, that goes one way, that goes the opposite way. So we have a valley fold and a mountain fold. Okay, now this is going to be glued, centered on here. Make sure I've got it right. I do. Okay. Use my tape. I think both of my tape runners are just about out, so I might have to switch to glue here at some point. For now, we'll just keep doing it, hoping for the best. Almost gone. Okay. Make sure I still have it right. I do. All right. Hi, Aunt Bev. Good. Glad you're watching. And now, of course, Yukon wants to go out, but he's just going to have to wait. Oops. Okay. Pretty well centered. Okay. So let me show you the card again. Hi, Sherry. So this is the card that I'm making. Well, this is the style that I'm making. So it's an easel card. So it stands up like this. And this is how it looks from the side. And then I made it so that it closes right over the other piece. This one's going to be a little bit different. So the next thing I'm using is, these are from the airplane paper, which I have to tell you what the name of it is. Take to the Sky Designer Series paper. Okay. So I'm going to put this one here, and it's going to be centered there. See how much more tape I can get out of this. And then I'll switch to the other one, the Stamp and Seal regular, after the Stamp and Seal Plus is gone, and see how much we can get out of that one before I have to change them both. Make sure my clouds are going the right direction. And here they go. Okay. And then for the outside flap, I'm going to use this one. This will be a masculine birthday card. Doesn't really matter how this one goes. Doesn't have a top and up and down to it. Okay. So now I am going to cut myself a banner. This is, I should have written these things down. This is Nested Essentials. It's the largest rectangle from the Nested Essential dies. Okay. It's funny, I have 3 people saying hi, but it says that only 1 person is watching. That's really odd. Okay. And of course I'm using the Adventurous Sky stamp set since I'm using the Take to the Sky Designer Series paper. All right. I'm going to need to cut one more thing out, so I won't let that go too far. This is going to go here, like so. First, I'm going to stamp Happy Birthday on the bottom of it. You're going to laugh at me. All of my blocks are put in with my Christmas cards, so this is the only block I have left other than some teeny tiny ones. So this is the one I have to use. And let's use Pebbled Path on here. I think the paper's light enough that this will show. Put it right down here towards the bottom. Beautiful. Okay. It's really hard to use this big bulky block, but oops. All right. Now let's make an airplane this way. Okay, and I'm making the smallest airplane. I'm gonna stamp it with this, but I'm gonna stamp it on, this be my, yep, okay. Stamp it on here. Okay. And then I'm going to color it in with the Misty Moonlight and Pebbled Path markers. I think I'll use the skinny end because these are the newer markers that have the nice tip on them. So it's a lot darker than I thought it would be. So I guess I'm not going to color everything in because I want you to be able to see that it's an airplane. If I color that in, okay, just put a stripe down it. And we'll color the struts in. And it really needs this top one colored in, the top wing. These are little wheels. I'm used to Doug's wheels. He has great big wheels. He has bush wheels on his, so they are much larger. Hi, Christine. Yay! All right. Well, let's see. Let's go ahead and color this in loosely with the pebbled path. Just don't want it to not look like an airplane anymore because the marker is so dark. So we're going to leave it like that. Gotta do our struts. Okay, good enough. And let's cut that out real quick. Oops. Sorry, I'm left-handed. I need to put it on the other side so I can really see what I'm doing and use my dominant hand. Okay, there we go. I think I should have used colored pencils on the airplane instead of marker. So weird. Okay, so we're going to place this here, like so. So I'm just going to put tape on the bottom portion to about, and there it goes. Okay, I guess that's all the tape it's getting then. Put that away. Whoops, wrong side. Let's see what I've got left in here that I might be able to use. There we go. Okay. I want to make sure that I have it lined up. All right, and then we're going to take this little baby. I'm going to pop him up. See what I've got here. That works. Never let dimensionals go to waste. Okay, I think I'll put a little mini dimensional here on the tail. Oops, I better put a little mini dimensional on the wheel too. That's better. Okay. He's gonna fly here. Oops, wait, before I put that on, forgot. I've got a couple of clouds I wanna put on there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it like, no, let's do that. That one there and that one there. It's stuck to me. And again, with the giant block. Okay, and I'm gonna open this. I'm gonna do this because I don't wanna get it on places. And I'm doing the clouds in blue. And moonlight, misty moonlight. All right, right about there. There, beautiful. And then we can put our airplane right here. It's way up in the air. Well, that cloud doesn't even show there. Let's put it this way instead. He's climbing. Okay. So there's that. Oh, there's too much blank spot on the bottom. We can't do that. We can't have that. Let's put this baby down here. Oh, well. And I could always put, let me clean that one off. Let's get all the water out of that first. Let's put another cloud up there. Cloud. Should have moved it. That's all right. There we go. That's better. Okay. And then take that one off. And we're going to put, now on this one I put another matching banner there. But on this one, I'm just going to go ahead and stamp because it's unnecessary to have a banner there. So we're going to use the Pebble Path to make sure that it can be seen. And where is it? Oh, this is it. Nope, that's Happy Birthday. Plain and simple. Where is it? Oh, I have it out here. That's right. Pulled them all out. Okay. You're the best, plain and simple. To be here. And hopefully, yes, okay. And let's put some airplanes in the sky. The little airplanes up there, they're further back in the background. I wish I had a smaller block. There. Okay, oops, I think I need one up here too. Just a little light one. All right. And bling, I can find it. I didn't get that out ahead of time. Here it is. I did not buy the bling that goes with this set. I think if I remember right, they weren't self-adhesive, but I don't know for sure. Okay, so let's take of these. Let's put one right there, like that. Like it's riveted together. There. All right, I want to try something now. I don't know if the color lifter works on the Stampin' Rights or only on the blends, but I want to see what happens if I use it on here. Seems to just make it darker, actually. We shall see. Sounds like my husband's riding his airplane in the front yard. And let's see what happens when we do this. Nothing really. I don't love it. That's okay. I like the card. I like the concept. I wish I'd used, oh, that was a dog. I wish I'd used pencils on the plane, and I may just redo the plane. I think I will redo the plane. Since it's only $7.19, let's redo the plane. So let me get another scrap of white. Let's see here. You can't stop. Like he's gonna listen to me. Okay. Will that fit there? Yes, it will. All right, let's do this again. Pebbled Path. All right. And colored pencils. However, most of my colors are in my Christmas things. So let's see. I know there's no grays or blacks in here. Let's see if I've got Night of Navy in here. Yes, I do. And Balmy Blue. So let's make this two-tone blue. All right. Let's make the lighter blue on the body of the plane. Struts. And the darker blue on the wings and the tail, whatever they are. Yes, I like this better already. Okay. That should be a metal color, but I don't have, let's see, Cajun Craze, why not? So it's copper. And let's get a water brush. Nope, we'll just use a blender pen. That works. See how nice that works? Blender pens. Okay. This blender pen's tip is not wonderful, but it's doing okay, all things considered. Oh, I forgot to do the, okay. There, that's better. I like that much better. All right, now let's cut this one out. Oops, I'm gonna have to have a smaller piece to fit it in the mini. All right, still won't fit. There we go. Before I mail this out, I will find my black pencil or my dark gray pencil and color the wheels. But for now, this will do. All right, so I'm going to use glue on this. Hopefully there's enough glue in here to do this. Yes, there is. So I'm going to make sure this is going to stick all over and not come off later. So I'm going to get all around the edges. Whoops. Had shots in my hand yesterday, so I can actually squeeze things again. All right, put that right on top of that one, and only you and I will know. First, we gotta make sure it's gonna stick. Oh, I like that much better. Okay. So, too bad I couldn't have the planes going in different directions, but the only plane going there isn't a plane going the other direction. They all go the same direction, so. Wait. No, the big one goes the other direction, but it's way too big. So here we have it. Happy birthday. You're the best, plain and simple. Just simple, but I really like the blue and the gray and the grays. So there we go. And that is it for today. Let me just put my stamp on the back here. And my Stampin' Up! Stamp. If you're selling your cards, you should always make sure that you stamp the back with a Stampin' Up! Stamp with the copyright mark. I'm not selling them, but I still stamp them, so people know. All right, this card is ready to send. Just have to figure out who to send it to. There's that one, and there's this one. And there we go. So a feminine one and a masculine one. Ta-da. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, although it says only one person has been watching the whole time, even though 4 of you have said hello. I don't know what's going on. But thanks for watching, and I will be live again next week. I may have my paper pumpkin next week. You guys need to know that the next paper pumpkin, the one that you can order starting today, is gorgeous. It's I'll see if I'll find something to post here about it, because I think you'll want it. So, all right, guys, have a great week. Happy stamping. Bye-bye. Got to stand up so I can see finish.